Okay, to make the pizza, we're gonna need about 2 cups of, I use bread flour, but you could use whatever flour you have, I imagine. And we're gonna put that in our food processor today, mix it up. If you don't have one, you could also knead this for about 15-20 minutes. This will do it in a couple minutes. So let's get all that in there. Let's see. And to that, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of yeast, instant yeast. And we're gonna add a teaspoon of sea salt. If you don't have sea salt, like table salt, use a little less. I'm gonna mix that in there too. Mix it a little bit, give it a couple pulses. Okay, and to that we're gonna add a tablespoon of olive oil. And we're gonna give that a couple pulses. And then we're gonna slowly add in our warm water. You have your water temperature about 108 degrees. Don't go any higher than 110, you'll kill your yeast. Okay, what you want to do now is let that rest for a while. About 2 minutes. And that'll help the gluten form. Okay, that's been resting for about, let's see, about 3 minutes. So we're going to let this go on again for about 45 seconds. Okay, we're just about there. And what I'm going to do is lightly flour our surface. Take this out. And what we're going to do, be careful taking it off the blade. What we're going to do is knead this for about 3-4 minutes to get it into a ball form. So, try our hands a little bit. It's nice, it's beautiful, nice and soft. Yeah, that's about good. It's nice, soft, beautiful. What I'm gonna do is stick this in the oil bowl. Throw some extra virgin olive oil all over it, and we're gonna stick that in there. So what we're gonna do is cover it up and let it sit on your countertop anywhere from an hour About an hour, a nice warm place. If it's colder, maybe about an hour and a half. All right, well that's sitting, we're gonna make our sauce. Okay, we're gonna make our pizza sauce. We're gonna use a 28-ounce can of whole plum tomatoes, drained, but save some of the juice, we might need it at the end. We're also gonna use 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, half a tablespoon of sugar, 2 to 4 chopped garlic cloves, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of dry oregano. What we're gonna do, we're gonna mix this all together, except for the juice. We're gonna save that for later. So we'll put the tomatoes in carefully. Already got some of that juice leaking out. What we're gonna do is add all our ingredients. We're add the oil, the sugar for sweetness, the garlic, salt, and the oregano. And we're gonna combine this all in the food processor, if you're lucky enough to have one, for about 45 seconds. Okay, what we do is we're going to pour this in the measuring cup. So we'll carefully pull this out and pour this in slowly until we get to the 2-cup mark. It all depends on how much juice is in the can, how many tomatoes are in there, and how many leak out. So we're almost at the 2-cup mark. All we need is a couple tablespoons. So we'll slowly pour that in. Just enough. And hey, if you didn't have the sauce, you drained it by mistake, you can always add a little water. And it's not going to hurt it. So there you go. This is the sauce. Okay, you can taste your sauce if you want. Of course, taste it. And if it's not sweet enough for you, you could add a little more sugar, add a teaspoon more sugar, mix it in really well, and give it a taste. You don't want to add too much stuff, so you can cover it up and put it on the side of the counter until we're ready to make the rest of our pizza. Okay, for our onions, I got a finely chopped onion on a paper plate on 2 paper towels. I'm going to cover it up, and we're going to put it in the microwave for 45 seconds. Why is that? Because the onions will sweat and kind of ruin the pizza with all the water. So what we're going to do is actually like soften these up, cook them a little bit, and drain some of that water out. And that'll help us. And you can do the same thing with mushrooms, peppers, whatever you're doing. Okay, I just took this out of the microwave. It's still steaming. Take a quick peek at it. Look at that. That's beautiful. Alright, we'll just let that sit there. And we could do the same thing with pepperoni, whatever, just to get some of that grease out, because you don't want a big buildup. Okay, for the cheese, I like to use string cheese, whole milk. Unless you got fresh mozzarella. So I'm going to cut these about a 1/2 inch thick. One got away. Alright. Throw that one in the garbage. I'm going to get about, I don't know, 10-15 sticks for like 2 pies. And that'll be good. Okay, while our dough is still rising, we're going to season our cast iron pan. What I got here is 2 tablespoons of olive oil mixed with a tablespoon of oregano. That'll season the dough real nice. So what we'll do is just brush that all around. Make sure we get a good coating all the way around. That's to ensure it won't stick and we get a lot of those nice flavors. Alright, Let's go check on our dough. Okay, it's been about an hour, so we're gonna look at our dough. Look at that, doubled in size, it's beautiful. So what we're gonna do is lightly flour our counter. Lightly flour our hands. Well, let's get this bad boy out. Here we go. All right, we got enough here for 2 pizzas. So we're gonna cut this in half. And if you're not cooking the second one today, to wrap this up in some plastic wrap, keep it from drying out, and put it aside or put it in the fridge for a later date. So what we're gonna do is try to work this out into a 12-inch pizza. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Yeah, get a roll and stretch this out as best we can for about 12 inches. It don't got to be perfect. Stretching it. There we go. We're getting there. All right, I'm gonna take this over to our cast iron frying pan and set it in there, a cold cast iron frying pan. And we're gonna carefully lay that in there. What I'm gonna do is get it all around all the sides nicely. Stretch it, pull it. If it rips, just break a piece of where it's thick at and you could use that. No big deal. It'll come together. All right. Okay. Looking good. Okay. We're going to use a half a cup of our tomato sauce that we made. You don't want too much sauce on there, I'm telling you. It'll be a soggy pie. So spread it out evenly the best you can. I like to use the back of it lightly. Some pepperoni to this. I drained some of the fat out in the microwave. So we'll spread a couple pieces of pepperoni around. Sprinkle some onion in there that we put in the microwave, drain some of the moisture out. Softened it up a little too. And next we're going to add the mozzarella we cut up. I want to get it all in there nice. I'm going to try to keep them from rolling too, so lay them on not their sides, on the flat side. Looking good, looking good. Okay, next step is leave it right on the burner and put it on medium high for about 3 to 4 minutes. And then we're gonna take that off. And we're gonna stick it into a 500-degree oven on the top shelf for 8 to 10 minutes. So make sure you time this for 3 to 4 minutes. I'm gonna set it for 3 now since I've been talking. I'm gonna take a look at it underneath and we'll check it then. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes. I get a butter knife and see if I can see any color. Oh yeah, it's starting to color great. All right, we're gonna stick this into our 500-degree oven. Okay, we're gonna stick this on the top shelf of the oven. And we're gonna leave that in there for about 7 to 10 minutes and we'll check on it. I took it out about 8 minutes. So what I'm gonna do now is make some garlic infused oil by cooking some olive oil, about 3/4 cup with about 5 or 6 fat cloves of garlic for about an hour. So like a low simmer. That on the top there. Take that out of the pan. Some chopped basil on it. Look at that, that's a beautiful pizza pie. Not too much, little hands will freak out. Take a look at that bottom crust there. Look at that, that's beautiful. All right, we'll let that cool down. Look at that beautiful pizza. You can't beat that. Also, you can sprinkle some Parmesan cheese all over it, some grated Parmesan. Bring out the flavors in this pizza.